The game was not over yet, and they were short of the first down. And then 4th and 1, even Tony Romo, who not only gets ESPN, I'm sure, but seems to have ESP, right? He seems to be able to predict the future, said they're not running a play here, right? They're just trying to draw you off sides, get the first down. And Andy Reid, you have to coach up body language. You have to coach up the team to look like you're just going through the motions. And then with his backup quarterback, you run that play and it ices the game. See, Andy Reid done coach scared. Andy Reid has that Super Bowl equity. Andy Reid, a guy who used to get killed for clock management at the end of games, right? Whose understudy won a Super Bowl with a Philly special, a trick play before Andy Reid ever won a Super Bowl, has that Super Bowl equity now. So whether it works or it doesn't work, okay, go ahead, second guess him. He's not worried about you. He's calling the strongest possible game to play to win the game. And fortune favors the bold.
Hey,
if you replace Andy Reid with a scared coach, the Browns might win that game.
Max, you lost me. Did you mean that you meant to say fake the fake, like not fake the funk? You meant to say fake the fake. I didn't quite. I was a little lost there.
You're still stuck on that.
I'm just saying.
He couldn't get past that.
That was some new stuff.
It just threw me off. Okay.
It's
I comprehend. I'm a little
That's
slow
some
in the
new stuff,
uptake there.
man.
I'm a little slow in the uptake there. I'm like, what the hell is he talking about there? Okay. All right, no problem. Max, Kellerman, listen, man. I mean, the way you talk about Andy Reid, you speaking about him in such glowing terms, it's like you wouldn't mind seeing him in spandex. You need to stop. The fact of the matter is, it's like, listen.
You do not want to see Andy Reid in spandex.
Of course we don't want to see that, but the point is that's how Max sounds.
How do you connect those two
That's
things?
exactly my point. The point that I'm trying to make, Max, is this. How are you going to come to that conclusion?
I don't think anyone wants to see Andy Reid in spandex. Calm down.
How are you going to come to that conclusion on a 4th and 1 when you see that the Cleveland Browns, why did they lose this game? To answer the question directly, Ryan Clark, because they ain't running damn football nearly enough. You give Chubb 13 carries. You give Kareem Hunt 6 carries. I understand they were struggling early on, but these are the kind of brothers that have the capability to wear you down, particularly when you consider the fact that Patrick Mahomes went down with the concussion. Now, understand there were other opportunities that they had. Rashard Higgins going for the touchdown, obviously getting a touchback because he fumbled and the ball went out of the end zone. We know all of that. That would have brought them to within the 16-10. That was a huge mistake on his part, even though you can't malign him, but so much because it was a tremendous effort that he put forth. You just got to be smarter than that. We understand it. But in the end, when they started giving Chubb the ball more in the second half, when they gave the ball to Kareem Hunt, you started seeing good things happen and things being set up for Baker Mayfield, who I thought played a pretty damn good game. All I'm trying to say is that those are the things that come to my mind more so than one play called by Andy Reid for Chad Henne. And Chad Henne, to me, him scrambling for those 11 yards and coming within a half yard of the first time, or the first down on the ensuing play, that was on the previous play. That was the big play, more so than Andy Reid's call for a short pass to Tyreek Hill.
Yep, as usual, both of y'all are wrong. This is all about Kansas City's defense. And here's why. You want to talk about the reason they didn't run in the first half, Stephen A? Let's go back to the first half. There's a Nick Chubb toss. Who blows that up? Tyrann Mathieu for a tackle for loss. There's a Nick Chubb lead strong. Tyrann Mathieu splits the blockers, forces him back inside. They got scared of the run. And then when they got scared of the run, Kevin Stefanski said, you know what? They're stacking the box, trying to keep us from running. We're going to throw the football. You threw the football. You had some nice plays. What happens? You're about to score, and now Dan Sorensen knocks the ball out of Rashard Higgins' hand as he tries to get into the end zone. That's Kansas City making a play. Then you take it back. You fast forward it to the second half. Tyrann Mathieu, another interception on a great job being the middle runner. Think about how smart that is from Spags. They're playing cover 2. Usually your middle linebacker is the middle runner. You put the most instinctive football player in football as the middle runner. He comes off of the tight end, goes to the dagger, reads Baker Mayfield, gets the interception. And that's when the run came in, Stephen A. You're thinking about, okay, you didn't give Nick Chubb the ball. When we started to give Nick Chubb the ball, they started to win the game. No, they started giving Nick Chubb the ball because Tyrann Mathieu scared him off the pass. And so he starts to get rolling, right? You think you're doing well. What happens? You get an interception. Chad Henne throws the worst interception in football this weekend. And so even me, at that time, I'm tweeting, oh, my gosh, the Cleveland Browns are going to win this game. What happens? You get a loss, and then Chris Jones has the big rush on 3rd and long that makes Baker Mayfield check the football down to Kareem Hunt. And so, yes, You're right. Chad Henne makes a good throw. Chad Henne makes a good scramble. Andy Reid has Super Bowl intestinal fortitude and goes for it on 4th and 1, which was a great play. But it was the plays made throughout this game by
Ryan
the
Clark?
Kansas City Chiefs defense. What, Stephen A? I let you finish.
No, I'm saying it's one of two
Look at me.
things.
Look
You're
at me.
either
It's
wrong-
my show.
You're either wrong or you're a hypocrite. Because you
Get
were
him,
on the air
RC.
last week saying that you got to run the football against Kansas City. No matter what happens, you got to run in order to beat
First
them.
off-
Did you not say that? Did you not say that?
Can you break your tone? Why are you screaming? Why are you
My bad,
screaming?
my bad.
Why are you screaming?
Hold on,
You know.
hold on. Let me
why
give you a
screaming?
Michael Jackson
Hey,
voice. Let
Stephen
me give you
A.
a Michael Jackson voice. I'm sorry, Ryan Clark. I'm sorry, Ryan Clark. I mean, Ryan Clark. Did you not say Ryan Clark? God rest his soul.
Oh,
Great
please
Michael
don't
Jackson.
do that
Did
voice,
you not?
though.
Please don't judge
Just
me.
throwing me off.
Don't judge me, Molly. My Ryan Clark.
They were
Feeling
shutting
uncomfortable.
down the
Did
run
you- Ryan
early,
Clark, did you
Stephen
say
A.
Ryan
They
Clark?
were,
Stephen
the
A.
Chiefs
Stephen A.
defense
They
was
won it
shutting
too.
down the run.
Okay. I'm just saying, Matt.
They were.
Did Ryan
They were
Clark
shutting down the run.
say-
And by the way,
Oh, my God.
Did Ryan Clark say that? Yes or
they
no?
were
Did Ryan
they
Clark
were
say
shutting
that?
they were
Stephen A.
shutting down the run.
Okay.
They were shutting down the run, and when Stefanski tried other ways of getting Nick Chubb the ball, he dropped it multiple
dropped the ball.
times. Right? Like, that's what happened. And,
All I have
and
to say
also,
is-
defenses that are stout against the run early in the game, as the game wears on, aren't as stout against the run sometimes, especially when you have a change of pace back, basically, in terms of the two different kinds of run, like Chubb and Kareem Hunt. And it was starting to work. The point is, whatever you were complaining about the Browns early, and they had some bad luck too, but whatever you're complaining about the Browns early, they were coming on. And a golden opportunity without Mahomes.
Yes.
And if Andy
Yes.
Reid doesn't call the play he does in the moment
Yeah.
of truth, there's a good chance the Browns can come back in that game.
Here's the bottom
Man,
line.
stop that, man.
Here's the bottom line. Did Ryan Clark say this last week? Of course he said that. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus.